Hey, what's up, my lovely people, everyone in Montreal, all you beautiful, lovely audiophiles, women and men and children and people who love music. My name is Stephano P. Bass, a.k.a. Preston Beat. We have someone that's from far away who's come down, courageous to do this live Facebook interview. And just for the ones who don't know what we're doing here, we're doing this bed in for peace, bed in for audio concept John Lennon came with a few years ago at the he was doing this tour around the world for sort of like expanding on peace and talking about peace and trying to inspire people to not go to war. And he had one of those bed-in things here in Montreal at the Elizabeth Hotel just across the street. And now we're trying to do it here at the Montreal Audio Festival. Now, without further ado, I'm going to invite someone real special from Los Angeles. I'm going to call into the bed with me Andrew Jones from Elac's company. Andrew Jones? So Andrew Jones, VP of Engineering for Elac. And Elac, I believe, is a company that designs high-end speakers, right?
High-end and affordable speakers now, and that's my part of it, how to bring good sound to people that don't have a lot of money to spend.
So before you started working for Elac, you would say that most of the speakers were not affordable for the general public, right?
Well, there's always the idea that when you get into audio, when you get into any specialized subject, the more you get interested, the more you spend and you want better and better quality. But what do you do for the people who want to get into the hobby but can't spend money? We've all got audiophiles, well, we're talking to audiophiles, and you've all got friends that might ask you, I want to buy a stereo system, what do you recommend? And you give them an answer, and they go, oh, I wasn't thinking of spending that much. And you go, you give up. Sorry, can't help you. I don't have anything at those lower price points that I can recommend. I wanted to attack that end of the market because I've done everything up to $80,000 speakers, and it's fun doing speakers at almost unlimited budget. But you're selling to very few people, and it's just nice to be able to sell to people in greater quantities, that lots of people get access to good sound. And what I want from that is you buy this inexpensive speaker that is, let's say, a new recommendation that you wouldn't have been able to recommend in the past. The guy gets it home, and when they listen, I don't want them to think, oh, I see why my friend recommended this, it's good. What I'm aiming for is, oh, I know my friend recommended this, I didn't think he was that good. That's what I'd like to achieve. That's always my goal. It's a level of expectation, and I want to go for a higher level of expectation.
And for someone who is wondering, watching this interview, and he's telling himself or herself, but what would that price range be? You know, we're talking about lower prices than usual. You would say around what?
Well, prior to joining Elac, I was working for Pioneer, and it was there that we started this idea of doing very low price, and these speakers were $99 a pair, and the second generation $129 a pair. That idea just took off. We sold so many of those, and so it seemed natural. And what happened was, yes, I'd done it that low price, and then people would come along, oh, I love those speakers of yours, I'd like to spend a bit more money, which is kind of a dream. Everybody coming back to you and go, yeah, I want to spend even more with you. By that time, I joined Elac, so we thought that's the way to kickstart Elac in the US, because it didn't have much of a presence in the US. Let's do what people are asking for, and just do that next price point upwards, and yet try and give them that same or better value. So that's our motivation behind what we're doing.
But aside from audio and all that, would you say you have time to actually live another passion or something else, a hobby, or you're really full on to the designing and you just don't have time to live life?
Photography. I also have a very strong interest in archery, and I'd been doing it for a long time. Then I moved, and you move around and you don't find a local club, and maybe 10 years ago a friend of mine said, oh, I'm doing archery this weekend. Are you interested? That sounds good. So I went to the club. I eventually qualified as a coach because it's fun to do it yourself, but it's also, you watch people trying and you think, I'd like to instruct them. So I became a coach every weekend, going along and spending a few hours teaching. Yeah.
If you had one song, you walk into a room and this song goes on, and this is it. You choose this song and you're done forever. This song will play till your death. Which song would you say you'd want to hear when you walk into a room?
Supertramp, Crime of the Century.
There you go. So, Andrew Jones, it was amazing.